Ooh, oh dear. That's the buttons. Smart for that. I've realised quite a few cars are doing that. They're hope that doesn't happen during the race. A lot of few cars push. Hello. They push really hard and they have low downforce for the circuit because, to be fair, it's quite a low downforce circuit. And then they spin out on that final corner. So hope that doesn't happen during the race. Someone behind me, and I can't see who it is. There we go. There goes Checo. So, whoa! That's a good way to start. So, welcome back to Alternative F1, where I take the Grand Prix we just had, which was the Austrian Grand Prix. I look at, I'd say either race cars that never raced around that track, or I find the old version of that track. And Austria has been around for quite a few years, and you know, featured back. Its earliest appearance was 1964. I wish I had a version of that track. 1964 was over in the runway across the way down that hill. But this is the 1970s layout of the Red Bull Ring, or the Österreichring as it was known back then. I've decided to drive as Yuki Tsunoda as well, because it's the Red Bull Ring, so I thought Red Bull car would be appropriate. Oh dear. So let me show you quickly the Österreichring. So start finish line, that is where the current track goes, but the old track comes up here. There's a chicane, there's sometimes not a chicane, but there's a chicane here. And then we come out this way. So this is the hill that's on the outside of turn 1. But we're just on the other side of the hill. So we come up to a later corner, which now sort of is turn 3. Because turn 3 now joins about here. And now this is just, that corner's a bit tighter, but this is just same as the current layout. This corner's a bit wider as well, of turn 4. But it's then pretty similar to the rest of the track. Apologies for the bumpiness, because it's a 1970s road, so it's not the smoothest. But the rest of the track is then pretty similar to what we currently have, but with the added bonus that, look, it's all grass everywhere, so if I run wide, I'm touching the grass. I'm not going off track. Actually, that turns 9 and 10 are just one continuous corner, which is nice, and there's the entrance to the pit lane right there, rather than on the inside turn 9. Yeah, so that's the Österreichring. This is where we're going to do the Grand Prix. I'm going to do a sprint format as well, so this is my practice session. We'll then do qualifying for the main race, which will be 25% as normal, and I'll then cut after that to a quick qualifying and 5-lap race. Okay, so I'm about to start my run for qualifying. Just going to put it down to the ERS down to 10% recovery. So flat out, well, little brake down 1 gear for the final corner, and across the start line for a lap of the Österreichring. Apologies if it is very, very bumpy. It is a very, very bumpy track. Slow down to 4th or 5th through here. Exit is deceptively tight, but we are through. Curves a little bit to the right, then a little bit to the left. Down 1 gear, hold the throttle, over the DRS once you start straightening up. On top, that was a really good, that's the best I've done that corner. Small turn for around here. Just want to go 5th gear because it's slightly tighter in the middle of the corner. We can open the DRS again, we're allowed to. Down a gear. For the first of the 2 right-handers. Touch the gas slightly, that wasn't ideal. I would open the DRS, but that corner is actually quite tight. So you don't want to do that. Worried I'm going to run out of ERS coming towards the end of the lap. Hopefully not. Down 1 gear for the final corner. A little left as well. Wasn't going to quite make it. Open the DRS. We don't quite run out of ERS, which is good. And across the line. We are 2.5 seconds slower than Lewis Hamilton, who is directly behind us. I'm going to get out of his way. Not how I wanted to get out of his way, but we got out of his way. Okay, I am on a much better lap. I'm about 2 seconds, 1.8. Currently quicker. Coming around the final corner. See how and where I improve. I was 2.5 slower. I got up to 4th. That is not bad, and I've seen the gap between Hamilton and Russell is 0.000. Hamilton and Russell. Oh, Russell then goes 1700ths quicker. So it's really, really close between the 2 Mercedes drivers. That's the opposite of what the team principal said about their car.
Lewis, the car is bad, we know. Please drive it.
Okay, with the amount of ERS I've got, this is going to be my final run for qualifying on this for the main race. Here we go, up to turn 1. You do need to break down to 4th for the second bit. For the first part you can take in 5th. A little bit slower on coming out of that corner. Turn in for the next corner. There we go. Open DRS. Still a little bit behind, 0.4 slower. Gonna hope whoever this is in front can pull me along a little bit. Down to 6th, but that does mean you need a lift halfway through the corner. Now you can open the DRS. Start going really fast. Need to remember to try and take a late apex there. That would help me out a lot. Break 1 more corner. Still too tight, I think, for DRS there. Oh, I'm gaining. Just a little bit, but I am gaining. Over the DRS, I'm going to improve a tiny amount. No, I'm pretty much equal across the line. So there is time for another lap, but I don't have the ERS. So that is currently my position, a 1 minute 20.38. And I'm starting 5th. Russell, Hamilton, Verstappen, Sainz, Leclerc. I'm in a Ferrari sandwich in this AlphaTauri as Yuki Tsunoda. That was a good showing for the AlphaTauri. So I know you just watched me do qualifying, but it's sprint qualifying. So let's do a sprint qualifying, and it's raining. Some of the water droplets are not amazing, but it's raining. So let's see how this affects things. I am still out on the super soft tyres, on the C1s. Or C5s, whichever the softest compound is. The track feels pretty much the same. as normal, which is good. It's not going to be as horrible to try and drive. So we just need to see where we come in this sprint quali. So we were 5th in the main one. I've also set the timer to a lot less, so I've only got 2 laps in which to be able to do it. We've got this lap, I'll have a cool down lap, and then a fast lap. Ooh, the grip is definitely going. Oh, the grip definitely has gone. Can I get out of that? Yeah. The grip's gone. I was doing all right, and then the grip's gone. So it's progressive with this rain mod. That's really interesting. Okay, so I've got to do a slow lap now. Yeah. No. I need to box for intermediates. I've got no grip now. I need to get intermediate tyres. Wet is my only choice. Let's be the only driver to go out on wet tyres, because everyone's going to start spinning out. That's fascinating with the mods, with the Soul mod, that it's Soul mod and the advanced physics, I think it's called. Oh, I also have damage apparently. Okay. But that's fascinating that it starts off, even though I said it dry, at the beginning of the lap is fine, because I was like gripping like it was a dry session, and then suddenly towards the end of the second lap that I was doing, I got 40 seconds to get round. Crap, I don't have enough time. Yep, time has elapsed. As much as I would love to go out and do another lap, I'm not allowed. I don't set a lap time, so as long as all the S's, Saint, Stroll and Sargent, don't set lap times, I'm starting 17th, which is sad because I didn't actually get to set a lap. Welcome along to a very, very wet and soggy Österreichring for the sprint for the 1970s Austrian Grand Prix with the 2023 cars. So there I am as Yuki Tsunoda. That car is slipping ever so slightly, so I've got to get a move on with this. I need to absolutely put on the wet tyre. And yeah, we're starting ahead of Sainz and behind the 2 Alfa Romeos. It is a 5-lap sprint race. We'll have to see where everybody comes. Again, it says no bearing on the race for Sunday. Much better start from the Ferrari, but God, it's such a... Everyone jostling for position, someone slow. It's such a narrow start-finish line. Oh, big lock up from the cold tyres. The Aston Martin, the Stroll, finds his way down the inside of me. Over the DRS. DRS is still being able to be opened. Everyone's just trying to learn where the grip is as well, and then there's a concertina effect of cars and drivers getting stuck. There is the Alfa Romeo. Whoa! The Aston Martin of Stroll going a lot slower than the others. Oh, Ferrari and a Red Bull are off. That was Perez and Leclerc. Whoa, Sargent down the inside of me. Didn't see him. I'm I'm going to hang it around the outside as many drivers did during the race. Ah! Tap the back of Joe there. Sorry, buddy. He just got ever so slightly a bit slower than I thought he was going to be. Let's keep it gentle for this corner. So easy just to go ludicrously fast. Speaking of ludicrously fast, we're ahead of the American. Let's try and get past Bottas. Yep. Oh, come on, Haas. Well, I guess because I've got a lot more downforce than everybody else, so that's why I'm going to be faster in these corners. We've got both Haases. Ah! Slightly touched the grass. I think the car is okay. There again, we lost out to Bottas. There is... definitely damage on these cars and in these games now. Ow! Just got biffed on the backside by Perez. Yeah, I feel like the car's slightly damaged. The second big hit. There's something not right with the car. It's not hanging into the corners as it did, unless the rain's just getting worse, but... Wow, I've been struggling in this race. Really struggling. Pain will be over soon. It's the final lap. Oh, there go the leaders. I missed that locking point. There go the two Mercedes. 30 seconds ahead of Alonso. Wow. A disappointing race that was. And we were sort of finished where we started, but that was an awful race. Hopefully it's dry for the main event. Okay, so after a lot of faffing about, I finally got back to the main race. So yeah, this is the starting thing. I know it goes about a bit. Let me just, the Mercs seem to be on the soft tyre, so that's what they're choosing. Sometimes if a car chooses a different tyre, it's normally wrong. But we've got a swap between, some people are on C4s, some people are on C2s. So some softs, some mediums. Yeah, it's a good mix. It is 18 laps of the Österreichring. It's lovely and sunny. I'm starting 5th. And it's a terrible start for me. Terrible, terrible start. Cold tyres, cold tyres, cold tyres. I'm going to go down the runoff area. Contact, we lost so many places. We're down to... I can't see where we're at the moment. Not the Alfa Romeos again. We're down to 18. We were 5th. Such a bad start. Hopefully we can make these places up. Whoa. Lock from the rear. I've got to remember I'm quicker in the corners, so this is where I can try and gain on them. Whoa, as the Alpine really cuts across. Whoa, sparks flying everywhere. Whoa, big look, a big crash. That is a Williams over the fencing. At least he's off the track. That was Logan Sargent. Ah, I tagged the back of the Alpine. Hope he can figure out how to get out of there. Ah, terrible sprint race and now a terrible main race for me. God, this just isn't going well. Qualifying was great, and now the main races are awful. I just need to hope the game doesn't crash, because the cars that are crashing off takes up a lot of the CPU. So yeah, Sargent and Knock-On are both out. So I need to see if I can catch the rest of the pack and sort of get racing with them again. Okay, we're catching up to the Williams of Albon now. Excuse me. That was a bit of aggressive of a cut across, but we gained a place and we're past the Williams. Okay, next target on my agenda, the Haas of Nico Hülkenberg. Excuse me, Nico. Thank you. Trying to find a way past Piastri. Yeah, that'll do it. Oh, Piastri runs really wide as well through that last corner. Oh, Logan Sargent is now out of the race as I come up on Kevin Magnussen. Whoa, there's a Mercedes off. I cut the corner there. It's Lewis Hamilton. I passed my teammate nice and easily. 3 gains. Good couple of places there. We're going to come up to Lando Norris. We're up to 11th, so we're now fighting for the points. Which, after the first couple of laps, in fact, we're fighting for points on lap 8. We're still 10 laps to go. Not even halfway yet. That's really good. Lando goes on the inside of Zhou Guan Yu. Zhou holds it around the outside. Lando has to back out of it. And now he's got Yuki Tsunoda for company. So we come into the 2 right-handers. Yuki looks through the inside. Yuki goes down the inside. Can't quite make it stick though. How will they do it into the final corner? Everyone makes it through safely, but look at the speed that the AlphaTauri carries compared to the McLaren. That's what happens when you get your high downforce on it. I'm slightly slower top end speeds, so Zhou's going to start pulling away from me here. But I can easily pass him around the next corner because I've got so much more downforce. We've now got up to 8th place man Carlos Sainz. as good as it is that I'm this close behind him going into the last corner, just needs to be careful because, as we know, a lot more speed. Again, just because of the high downforce. And here is the real race winner and dominator of the current season, Max Verstappen, who isn't winning. It is Bottas. Bottas is currently leading the race. What? Here we go. Overtake on the sister Red Bull. In the AlphaTauri. Helmut Marko's now pulling his hair out because his favouritism isn't working. That will now be AlphaTauri sold and turned into a different name and team, and Yuki going to go drive for Bangladeshi F4. So I've realised my gap now is 11.5 seconds to Alonso. Can I find 11.5 seconds in about 5 laps? Because the rest of that pack are really close together. Like Alonso's less than a second behind Perez, is only 1.2 behind Leclerc. That scared the hell out of me. Okay, so the game has crashed again. To avoid saying it was fun, but that is a more fun version of the track. Absolutely. It's definitely a more fun version of the track. I mean, the Red Bull Ring is already a really, really fun circuit. That is more fun. It's much faster. The corners are much more flowing. They're much more flowing, and they turn faster. And yeah, it is a much more fun track. I see why we've got the current layout for safety reasons. I totally see why we got the current layout. But that was fun. I hope you enjoyed seeing what it used to look like. I mean, the track's still viewable. Here's a photo, wherever it appears. Here's a photo of the current track, and you can still see where the old track was. So, yeah, that was interesting. It's sad that it keeps crashing. I don't know why. I'll try and look into that. Maybe I'm just running it too high quality. Maybe I need to turn down the quality. Because it keeps saying the CPU's running over the top. Because it is trying to move the chair, doing VR, running the game at a very, very high quality, and trying to record. So, yeah, with all that said, I hope you enjoyed, and I will be back next week for the alternative British Grand Prix, which again will be modern cars on the old circuit. So, see you next week for the British Grand Prix. Bye.